Okay, I'm going to show you here how you submit names to the temple. So the first thing you should notice is up where it says temple, there's a little red thing with a star by it. If you have one of those, it means the program has already found some opportunities for you, in which case you would click on opportunities and you can choose that individual if you want to go ahead and try to do the work for them. You can also look and see what your relationship to them is. So I'm going to go back to the individual though, and make them the person of interest. Now at this point, up where it says ordinances, there's a little green temple icon there. So if you click there, you can see what ordinances are available, and you can request to do them. So there, once again, I can see what's available, and I'm going to go ahead and request to do all of them. That gives me the screen that tells me who I can do ordinances for, which is immediate family, direct line ancestors, biological, adoptive, and foster lines, collateral family lines, descendants of your ancestors, your own descendants, and some ancestors which you're likely related to but can't be positively verified. For people who were born less than 110 years ago, you need to get permission from the closest living relative if you're not that relative. So you click on I have read and comply with the temple ordinance policies and click on add to temple ordinance list. At this point, you can see that they're all reserved, but they're not printed. So I'm going to go up to the temple drawdown menu, and I'm going to click on all reserved, which will show all the ones reserved. I'm going to choose which ones I'm going to want to print, and I can either share to other friends, share to the temple, or print them out and see to it that I get them done myself. So in this case, I now click that I want to print everything. I print, and it just tells me I need an Acrobat Reader or something equivalent to be able to see it. And it generates a sheet that looks something like this, which is what you print out and take to the temple to get out the actual pink, red, or kind of goldish cards in order to do the actual work. That barcode there is what is scanned at the temple to generate the cards that you actually use. I'm next going to show what happens if the individual was born less than 110 years ago. So when you click on ordinances, it's going to say permission is required from a close relative such as a spouse, parent, child, or sibling. So if that's you, then you're good to go. If it's not you, then this is what's going to happen. So you're going to click on request ordinances. You once again find that you have those same requirements. Click on request permission. So at that point, you need to put in your email address and your phone number, your relationship to the deceased, and then it says by submitting this, you're certifying that you've received permission from a close living relative. And it asks you to provide the name, contact information, and relationship to the deceased so that they can contact them to see if they really gave you permission. And then if that all checks out, then they'll get back with you as far as you being able to do the work. So if the person was really born less than 110 years ago, you really either need to be the closest relative or you need to no kidding get permission.